Hello guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to this Prime Icon Moments Pirlo review. If you want to improve your Ultimate Team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieran, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now instantly let me say, don't worry, he's not going to be playing in a wide cam role. I'm not insane, he does not have the pace for that position. In game he's going to be played as a centre mid and as a CDM in a more box to box role, just because I think that'll be the rules that benefit him the most. He might get a go as a central cam, but definitely won't be getting played out wide. So let's have a look at the stats, shall we? Let's have a look at this card. 4-star weak foot, very nice, and 5-star skills. In terms of traits, we have outside the foot shot, flair, and team player. And obviously, if you want to read the profile, feel free to pause and do so. So, what kind of attributes do we have to work with? Not surprisingly, insane passing attributes, very, very elite endgame stats in that column. It is just, yeah, that is great. I am expecting him to be an absolute distribution god. Pretty good dribbling as well for most part, nice agility, really good ball control and reactions, and very high composure as well. Balance only of 80 though, which although it isn't a terrible stat, it just doesn't quite fit that column as well as all the other dark green attributes. Shooting for a mid is solid, nothing too special but pretty solid. Good long shot rating of 91 being the standout there. Now defensively he's looking pretty average, and since we are going to be using him in a centre mid role, I do believe instantly Shadow is going to be the chem style for him. Also, he is kind of lacking in the pace department. Now 76 pace certainly isn't slow, but everyone's just got like literally every player with a Shadow or Hunter Chem style nowadays, and they're all like above 90 pace, so we are going to have to put a Shadow on this guy just for him to compete with the state of Ultimate Team. Physicals look pretty bang average, to be honest, and I think that's probably making it a bit generous. Good stamina of 85, but strength, aggression and jumping are just, yeah, not too great. So all in all, as I say, just by looking at the card, we're expecting the guy to be very good on the ball and to have elite passing ability, but other than that, I don't think he's going to stand out too much. Pirlo just isn't a card which translates well to Ultimate Team gameplay, never has, and I don't think he will unless they change it drastically. But yeah, I guess we'll find out when we get into the games. Nonetheless, let's have a look at how chem styles do indeed affect the item. As I say, you do get some really nice ratings with this card. Like, his in-game ratings are very, very high, but ultimately we are just going to have to use a shadow chem style on him to get the most out of him in game, because that pace boost is just so big. So yeah, let's do that. If you're going to use him as a cam, I guess the Hunter Chem style probably would be the better option, but as a centre mid or a DM, it's just got to be Shadow. It just has to be. I suppose you could also consider Anchor for that big +10 in the strength department, but ultimately I just think the pace boost is just going to be so much more beneficial in matches. Oh, nice. Picking up the pieces. Now we can clear. Here is Pirlo to bring us forward. He does not feel quick, by the way. Even with that chem style, he still feels really sluggish with the ball. Oh, Pirlo, get on that. Oh, I thought he was going to just leave it. Pirlo gets around his man. He's not really putting too much pressure on, which gives us some time to put through a really nice through ball, and we make it 2. Fantastic finish there from Bruno after a nice through ball from the Italian, just putting him in to the right place. Oh, nice Pirlo. Well picked up there. See you later. Got ourselves a corner now. Pirlo beats his man. Left footed cross into the box. Header from Mbappe. Sadly goes wide. Nice. That was a great first touch from Pirlo. You're given a bit of space to work here. Can we take full advantage? I think we can. And we do. Sloppy defending from the opposition, which we just took full advantage of. You give any player of this calibre that kind of space, you're more than likely going to be punished. Nice interception there by the Italian. Now Pirlo again with a good challenge. Sadly just couldn't retain the ball there. I actually went for a rainbow flick, which sadly doesn't appear to have registered. Oh, Pirlo. Good tackle there on Neymar. Then puts the ball through nicely for Mbappe, who has got himself through. Oh, I messed that up so badly. I messed that up so badly by trying to do too many skill moves. Chance for the Italian. Oh, there's a nice pass into Mbappe, and we still might get something off it. We still might, and we do. What a start. Chance. Pirlo. Inside to Aouar. If there was someone running into the box, that would be great. Oh, I saw Mbappe, but just didn't get enough on the cross. But that's more my error than Pirlo's. Pirlo. Turn and a pass, and space to run into. Oh, Mbappe almost latched onto it as well. Pirlo distributes nicely to Rashford. Pirlo, nice pass there into Mbappe, who cuts back, hits the finesse. Oh, tidy finish. Tidy finish into the corner. Draw ball comes out to Pirlo on the... Oh, it would have been nice. I was going to say on the finesse. Pirlo, we can see that Rashford's free, and we will find him with an absolutely inch-perfect through ball. Nice sliding challenge. Love to see that. Too hard. As Pirlo wins ball back? Wins back the ball is what I was attempting to say there. Let's switch to the other wing. Look at that. Stays in, 100%. Not great defending by opponent. We love the switch field play. Pirlo is so good at it. Rashford will keep that in. Just. Nice control. Dinks the ball back to Paulinho. Oh, great bit of play. Chance! Oh, we get him on the score sheet as well. Nice. On the volley, please. Oh, you... And Babu just robbed us of what could have been a magnificent goal. Nice tackle there by Pirlo. Did really well, not just to make the intercept, but also to come away with the ball. Nice. Another intercept from the Italian. He's on fire in this game. Mbappe finds some space for Pirlo. He now needs to find an opening for the shot. Does exactly that and makes it free. Nice left-footed ball over the top for Aouar. Here's a chance to score a really nice goal. Bit sweaty, but we'll take it. Oh, brilliant from Pirlo. Just great control and a very nice finish. Okay then, let's review this 93 rated Pirlo item. How was it in game? It was decent, but that's probably as far as I would go. It's definitely got some like elite things about it, but it's also got some things that just hold it back. And also just finding a place for this card in your team just isn't going to be that easy because he isn't good enough defensively to play like a DM role. I don't think he's good enough offensively in terms of shooting and pace to play the cam role. And the centre mid role, nowadays in FIFA, you need a really stacked card for it to be effective. Am I saying you can't get away with using this card? No, certainly not. But if you want, you know, a fully effective midfield, I don't feel like this card fits in, unfortunately. But it's a brilliant passer. Like, the distribution on this card is, yeah, up there with the best in the game. There's no doubt about that. It's just a shame he doesn't have a 5-star weak foot because, yeah, that would just really help out with this card. But his right foot for distribution is, as I say, up there, right up there with the best in the game, whether it be a long ball, a short pass, a cross, whatever it may be. This guy's distribution is top draw. Also, his dribbling, I thought, was quite nice as well. Really good first touch and just feels good with the ball at his feet. He's also quite nice for skill moves as well, which is really good. The shooting is okay. I felt that some of his shots, although they were, you know, accurate, they lacked power to beat the keeper at times, which was a bit of a shame. But as I say, very accurate strikes, which is very good. Defensively, he's alright, and that's probably the highest I can go with that. Even with the Shadow Chem style, he's not like a brilliant defender or anything like that. And part of that also comes down to the fact that his physicals aren't that good. Like, he doesn't have the ability to knock people off the ball if he can't tackle them like some other defensive mids can. So, yes, a couple of things to note right there. And then finally, the pace. I touched on it when we were in the gameplay. He just doesn't feel that quick. And we kind of knew that going into this, but even with the Shadow Chem style, he's still lacking, and he is going to get caught by defenders rather easily, and he also doesn't quite have the ability to track back and catch the fast attackers, which is a bit of a shame. But all in all, as I say, it's a usable item. There's certainly no reason not to get it, but I also don't think there's like a big reason to get this item, because as I say, I just don't feel like it's the kind of card that fits many people's teams, especially with how the gameplay is in Ultimate Team. It's also worth mentioning that I thought positionally he was actually really good, and that was wherever I played him as well, whether it be CAM, CM or CDM, just got in the right zones, which was really good. Anyway, let's talk about his price. On PlayStation, Xbox, he's around 470k to complete the SBC, and he's around 490k to buy off the market. So just off that, the SBC just isn't worth completing. Even if you've got the fodder, I would just save it and put it into a future SBC, because this card just... unless you're a big fan of Pirlo, it's just not worth completing the SBC for. Not when you can buy the card and then have the option of selling it later, just off the market for the same price. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I just don't think EA priced this SBC too well at all. And they know what this card is like in game. They know it doesn't fit the game, so they definitely could have made it a lot cheaper, and that way maybe some people could have had some fun with it being a cheaper icon, but they didn't, so it is what it is. Ultimately, as I say, I don't think it's a card worth picking up. Just doesn't fit the game as well as other midfielders in FIFA 21. So unless you're a big fan of Pirlo or the clubs that he played for, I would avoid this SBC, which is a shame because, yeah, like, I feel like this card should be better in game, but it's just not, and it's just the way that FIFA is. Anyway, we're rambling. Let's wrap this video up. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like rating in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one.